All right, so I'll welcome you to the September 8th, 2020 Adelaide Metcalfe Council meeting. Seems crazy that we're already in September. It feels like the year's flying by, but it feels like it's been 8 years. So I don't know, some days are kind of different now. But we're still here on Zoom dealing with COVID-19, and that's why we're doing this electronically. And if you're tuning in at home or wherever you are, maybe at the trailer park, enjoy our first September meeting. So is there any declaration of pecuniary interest or general nature thereof? Seeing none, we'll move into the minutes of the previous meeting, which was over a month ago. So that's August 4th, 2020. Do you have a mover and seconder for those minutes? Councillor McKinnon, seconded by Brody. Sorry about that, Councillor Clark. Okay, all those in favor?
That's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay. And
in favor, aye.
Carried. All right. So we're going to move into correspondence. The upcoming conferences, seminars, and meetings. So our next meeting is actually tomorrow night, and that's our planning meeting. And a reminder, what time is that starting at, Jen?
That's starting at 7.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then following that, our next regular meeting is September 21st and then October 5th. So our first item for correspondence is a notice for the Downtown Master Plan and Community Improvement Plan open house and public meeting for Strathroy-Caradoc. Item number 2, also from Strathroy-Caradoc, is their North Meadows secondary plan, and it's their notice of public meeting. And just to comment on that, just because it's kind of neat seeing this kind of come together. I'm quite pleased to see that they are having a mix of densities for residential and also seeing that commercial area there as well, which seems to be kitty corner to the high school there. So it's good to see other communities doing that mix of use in their secondary plans for their developments. Moving into recommended readings, the item number 3 is from Blue Water Recycling, and it's their August 2020 notes. Item number 4 is from the Middlesex Board of Health, and it's an update for June and July. And Morgan, I thought it was interesting. I didn't realize that I was getting that CC'd as the past warden from Middlesex. I thought that all the mayors got that, but I finally clued in on that bottom piece. Item number 5 is from Enbridge, and it's the notice for their 2021 rates. And then action required, item number 6 is from Oshawa, and it's a resolution for support for cultural services sporting clubs. Anybody want to move that one?
I was fine.
Excellent. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a motion to resolve the council receive and file correspondence items CC1 to CC6. Moved by Councillor McKinnon, was saying that, and Councillor Clark. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's carried. Okay, so moving right along. Feel like
I don't know if you can hear me, but you're starting to get really choppy there. All right.
What? Am I back?
You're back.
You're back.
Oh. Okay, where did we leave off?
I think probably the last 20 words.
Yeah, just start from the beginning with staff reports.
Oh, okay. What I said was we're moving right along, and then I said something along the lines of it was going to be probably a quick meeting, but I shouldn't have said that, and then it paused. So we're going to go to the Public Works Manager's report. Walter.
Thank you, Mayor Smith. I just have just a quick report tonight, nothing pressing for council to consider. Just an update, Kent and Feasy Street and Adelaide Village have been asphalted. The second round of the roadside grass cutting is finished up, and looking forward to our 3 big projects coming up this month, which consist of chip on Cuddy and Murphy, and asphalt on Catesville, as well as sidewalks on Napperton and Pike. So everything's coming together here at the end. We're looking forward to it.
Excellent. Is there any questions?
I have a question. I noticed that Napperton, the county did the resurfacing there. Were we supposed to get County Lane piggybacked on that?
No, that's a different treatment.
Okay, thank you.
With that, Coulter, do you know what treatment that was? I was actually driving down that road the day they put it on it, and it seems like they just sprayed something on top of the road surface.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Smith. It's something like a slurry coat. It just kind of seals it up. It's not a long-term way of doing things, but it will get them through a few more years of sealing up all the cracks and whatnot. Kind of like a turn chip, but minus the chip.
Gotcha. Okay, is there any other questions at all for Coulter? Okay, seeing none. We have a motion to resolve that council receive the Public Works information report as presented by the Public Works Manager. Okay, Deputy Mayor Hendricks and Councillor McKinnon. All those in favor? And that's
Aye.
carried. Okay, we'll move into the clerk's report. Jennifer.
Thanks, Mayor Smith. My first one is just an update regarding our social media progress report number 5. So since we've started with Facebook, I've been providing council every 6 months with an update as to how many people we have following us or how many people like our page likes. And that's between the Township of Adelaide Metcalfe account as well as the fire department account. So that's just an update for council regarding our social media. We didn't receive any negative comments that would require staff to take further action. Yeah, we received comments when it came to the blue water recycling wheelie bins, but they weren't exactly negative comments that would be like defamation of character or anything. So those stayed. There's not much financial impact. There's 2 pages that we keep up to date, and between myself and our one administrative assistant, we've been keeping the pages up to date. Not as regularly as I'd like, but everyone's on a elevated workload right now, so social media is not really taking precedence as a number 1 job to do around here. So that's all I have for that report.
Is there any questions at all? Yep, Councillor McKinnon.
Just a question through you, Mayor Curtis, to Jennifer. How is the revamping of the web page progressing?
Yep, so through you, Mayor Smith, I've been working with our contractor Echidna as well as with North Middlesex. They're grouping us together, and I hope to roll that out this fall. We're just waiting on feedback. I provided feedback regarding our color scheme and fonts. So I have, I believe, for another week or so to look at sample pages before they start putting templates together so that I can start creating the pages. And correct me if I'm wrong, Morgan, but I think a lot of our content that's already on our website is just going to be transferred over, like the templates are top. So there won't be too much different between what, say, North Middlesex has or what we have, because everyone's going to get the same template. And then there's a report coming September 21st from IT department because there's an update regarding the cost feature to the website.
Okay. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, is there anything else? Seeing none, we have a motion to resolve that council receive the social media progress report number 5 as presented by the clerk acting treasurer. Okay, Councillor McKinnon and Councillor Brody, all those in favor? And that's carried.
My second report is regarding Integrity Commissioner, Meeting Investigator, and a Municipal Ombudsman. It's the extension agreement. Back in February of this year, I presented to council with a staff report about contracting the services to the County Middlesex with Mark McDonald, which is independent resolutions. There was other municipalities that went on this together. And it's part of the code of conduct that we had to have in place March 1st, 2019, which we do have that put in place, but now it's just for extension of the current agreement that we have with Mark McDonald. So this will take us to the end of 2022, December 31st.
Okay, is there any questions at all from members of council? Seeing none, so we need a motion to resolve that council receive the Integrity Commissioner, Meeting Investigator, and Municipal Ombudsman Extension Agreements. Staff report is presented by the Clerk, Acting Treasurer.
So moved.
Councillor Clark, seconded by Deputy Mayor Hendricks. All those in favor?
Aye.
Carried.
Okay, my last report is your accounts payable listing from July 29th to August 31st. It was a little bit longer than what our normal period is because we didn't have a second meeting in August. So the summary of payments is for $296,000, $225.26. And out of that, 28 are checks. $11,965.59 is pre-authorized payment, and $99,831.25 is electronic funds transfer.
Okay, is there any questions at all on the accounts?
I have a question.
Okay, Councillor Clark.
I noticed that there was an expense for, I believe it was a little over $2,000 or maybe $2,700 for park benches in Kerwood. So I'm just curious, does that come out of our park improvement reserve, or was that just a different expense?
Coulter, is that for the sidewalks?
Like the resting stations? Is that what that is? Or is it
Well,
more
that's what I'm asking
for something
Coulter,
in the park?
because it's not
Okay.
something I've ordered, so it's got to be from one of the other departments. Coulter, are you there?
You might have us on mute.
Oh, yeah, I was on mute. Sorry. That's for the dugouts at the park.
Okay.
Okay. So does that come out of the park improvement budget, or that's sort of a separate catchment?
No, that will come out of the park improvement budget.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any other questions at all? Okay, so we need a motion to resolve that council receive the invoice payment approval report as presented by the Clerk, Acting Treasurer, and the council approve the account listings for the period of July 29th, 2020 to August 31st, 2020 in the amount of $296,225.26. Okay, Councillor Brody and Councillor McKinnon, all those in favor? And that's
Aye.
alrighty. So that's it for staff reports. So for other business, we need to schedule our next virtual planning meeting. So the next one is tomorrow, and then we need to schedule another one. So I'm assuming we need the 14-day notice for those applications. So I'm assuming we're looking 3 to 4 weeks out, Jen?
Yeah, you're probably going to be looking at 4 weeks because staff needs time, and that's planning staff. They'll need time in order to write the reports. Erin will be off on, she'll be gone at that time. So we'll have a new staff member who's not new to this role, but she's new to Adelaide Metcalfe. And there'll be a 20-day period we'll have to give notice because we do have a zoning bylaw amendment. So eventually I'd like to get back into the 3rd week where we had before. Not necessarily, it won't be able to be on the same night as council because it's set up differently. It's not a meeting, it's a webinar. So where are we here? So right now we have 2 applications. So if we do it the week of October 19th, that stays in line with the 3rd week that we use for planning applications in our previous procedure.
Okay. Do we want to just have like if you can email out to council members and then we can email back saying what days were available?
Yep.
That,
yep.
So you're looking at the week of the 19th. So the 19th is not in it because we have a council meeting. So we're looking at either the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and I would not say the 23rd just because it's a Friday.
And I'll have to check with who our planner will be at the time to see what her schedule is, because she does have 2 other municipalities in her scope.
Okay, so yeah, Jen, or yeah, if you could email it to council,
Yep.
and then we'll get that back to you ASAP. Yep. Perfect. Okay, is there anything else for other business?
Yes, I have 2 things.
Yep.
The first one is out of the minutes from the previous meeting, we were to have an update on any additional information that could be garnered from the 5G request by Heather Cormack.
Yep.
That's the first question. And then the second question is if there is any update or new information as to the status of the employment land study. Those are my 2 questions.
Okay, Morgan?
Yep, so through you, Mr. Mayor, to Councillor Clark, thank you for both your questions. The first one, I guess I really just need a little bit more time to uncover information that would help us answer Council's question for a report regarding 5G. Any information or preliminary research that I've been able to do thus far has really just been inconclusive. So if I could kindly ask for an extension to hopefully the next meeting to be able to get that information to council, I would absolutely appreciate that. In regard to the employment land study, so we are currently in discussions with, I think they're called GSP. The gentleman's name is Nathan, I believe. And he is, we're just going back and forth in terms of the project size and scope, just to make sure that everything is going to be captured as per council's wishes, and we're underway. So it's been started, and stay tuned.
That's great. Thank you very much.
And who was that again, Morgan? Is it, did you say Nathan?
Yeah, I believe his name is Nathan.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Is there anything else for other business before we go into the closed session? Okay, seeing none, and just so our people watching at home, however many of those are we going to go back live again after we come out of the closed session? Okay.
Yes, because we'll have to approve bylaws.
Okay, Morgan?
Sorry, Mr. Mayor, just a correction. The gentleman's name is not Nathan, it's Brandon Flewelling.
Yeah, that sounds better. Okay. That's what I figured. So just so you know, so Brandon was our planner when we had GS group prior to the County of Middlesex. So he has a lot of background on our township. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll have a motion to go into close. We'll deal with those matters, and then we'll come back live on YouTube to finish up the meeting. So we need a motion to resolve that the council hold a closed session meeting as provided as section 239(2) of the Municipal Act B and D, and that is at 7:22. Mover and seconder, Councillor McKinnon, seconded by Councillor Brody. All those in favor? And that's carried.
Aye.